Okay, so today we're trying out a new camera, a GoPro chest mount camera, so slightly different perspective on things. So this is going to be a test ride. We'll see how well the recording goes and how well the actual picture is. The difference between sitting up like this, for example, whether that actually still works with the camera set up the way it is. I've set it up for the default of this, which is when I'm slightly hunched over and holding onto my handlebars, right? Because that's what I'm going to be doing most of the time. No cars. Cool. So, we'll see. I know where I'm going. Figure that out on the way. So this is my takeoff ritual. I've adjusted my mirrors here. So I got one set up so I can look at it when I'm sitting up full, like this. So there I can look behind me. And I got one set up for the default position, which is slightly hunched over. Now, one thing I often do on a day like today when I have no particular place to go is check out the wind direction, cycle into it, and then turn around and cycle home with it at my back. I don't know. I prefer to have the hard part of the ride up in the front. So if something goes wrong or I'm not feeling so hot, I can always call it off. So, I think we're good. One thing you're not going to be getting with this is my head motion. So when I'm checking a turn or looking at my mirror, you're not going to know it. As opposed to the head mount, which allows me to sort of, makes it apparent as the head turns. So, we'll see how that goes. Signals so this fella knows where I'm going. That nice Toronto policeman just helped me through a turn. See? It can happen. So what we'll do is we'll take the new Bloor Street bike lane on the way over. Okay. Let everybody know I'm there. It's interesting, the bike lanes have been in now for probably about, I don't know, half a year now or something? People still don't know what they are and aren't supposed to do. So you get a lot of stuff like that. Apparently a Toronto traffic cop that's ticketing people who park in the bike lane. I'd like him to be around. So yeah, it's been about half a year or so. I find that for the most part, I'm still at risk, but from pedestrians indoors and people like that. It's always something. So though I do appreciate the designated space, like why not park that in the parking spot? Odd choice. I find I have to be just as attentive, and I experience just as many close calls. They're often with pedestrians rather than cars, or the door of a car. But yeah, it's nice. This, I think, is actually the best part of it right here. These sharrows that show show cars where bikes are supposed to be. It's a brilliant idea. And then the cars start to expect them to be there. And if we follow suit, frites aboni. So here I'm going outside, so I can get around these two guys. That. I like the lanes here a little better because they're wider. So if I'm wanting to pass somebody, it's a lot easier. Similarly, if they want to pass me, so I get they can't all be this wide everywhere, but where they can be, it's nice. I'd even be happy to take a little redirection to get there. But for now, watch for turning cars and pedestrians getting brave, and we're good. Sitting up. where it sort of comes apart. You lose the extra width. You're back to Sharrows now. And the right lane, as you can see, is occupied.